Yeah, so that's as close as Star Trek as I get.
Well, that's all right.
There's someone just walking in.
Yeah, that's fine. She can come. So today, what are we wanting specifically?
Yeah, my hips, I guess.
Hips again. Yep. Neck.
Yeah,
Hips, neck,
well, what's your
neck.
She
Okay.
hurt her ankles, she's just got to watch it.
Yeah. Hey Mel.
Hey,
There's yours over there. Yeah, so I fell over last night on the tiles. I got up, my medication, I only had half my meds and I didn't think they had kicked in. When I got up, I was paralysed and I went to take a step and I just, so it's okay. I did what I could do, elevate it and all that stuff. It's just a bit tender today, but it could be a lot worse. So no fancy footwork today. So, I'm already sweating now. It's got it on 18 degrees, so.
It's nice.
So I just did difference as well.
She's also very mad.
oh, is she?
Pascoe.
She
All right.
hates it when she's-
So we'll just start off. You don't have to close your eyes, but you
Roger.
can if you want to. And just take a snapshot, see how you're feeling inside. And just, have you got any aches or pains with your musculoskeletal body?
Where are the kids?
How are the emotions going inside the body? Is your heart rate a little bit elevated? You don't have to crack straight into the double deep inhalation, just slowly work yourself up to it. And just keep in mind that when we do start doing the breathing, that no other muscles are needed. The arms, the legs, they don't need to be involved with the breath. So slowly take a deep breath in. When you're ready, you put your hand on your belly if you want to, fill that belly up, top it up, drop the shoulders, and then slowly exhale. Remember, we're all doing it at our own pace, depending on where our nervous systems are at, and that's okay. Just be mindful of the shoulders, they do like to creep up, especially when we inhale. So the double inhalation, topping it up, drop those shoulders. You may want to pause, or you may want to just go straight into exhaling. See if you can exhale as slow as you can, because that reduces the heart rate. This is scientifically the quickest way to regulate the nervous system. Reality is, if you're having a borderline panic attack, it won't be like this, it'll be more. So that's how it will be if you are about to have a panic attack or having one. So don't think that if you're doing it not like this, it's not working. It's still a double inhalation, and the exhalation is longer than the inhalation. It will still have a benefit on you, okay? That is still scientifically the quickest way to regulate our nervous systems. And then obviously the legs up on the wall as you go to if you can. If not, splash water onto the vagus nerve, because this, by compressing the diaphragm, we're activating that vagus nerve, and it's the vagus nerve that travels to the brain to let the brain know how the nervous system is going. If you can make your breathing loud, don't care about other people hearing you. Again, you're using another way of your body hearing, knowing that you are breathing. Sometimes you don't realise that you stop breathing and you're holding on. By using your senses, you can feel and you can listen to your breath. Also, I know you're breathing, okay? I always have an ear out, making sure that people are breathing. When I can't hear anything, that's when my eyes open. And if you get into this rhythm, we will cut it away, you just breathe normally, but if you go through the poses and you're finding it hard or a bit of a struggle, go back to this breath. Anchor it to your breath, okay? If you want to, we can start to use our arms up. Drop those shoulders and slowly exhale. See if you can time the arms with your breath. We rush. The nervous system, like I keep saying, as soon as you rush, it goes into fight and flight. Top it up. But see if you can do it softly. Soft arms, soft shoulders. If you would like to have a bit more, you can bend your chest towards your legs. Check those shoulders, make sure no other muscles are being involved. Pause if you would like to pause. Keep going if you would like to keep going, and slowly exhale. You might be able to touch the floor. You might be able to go back if you need to. These are just layers, so you don't have to do them if you don't need to or don't want to, you just can't. Inhale, top it up. You can add the chin to the sky to slowly warm up that neck. Drop those shoulders. The neck can go all the way back if you like. If it's too much, peel it back. Listen to the body. And then when you're ready, slowly exhale. Bring your chin to the chest. Couple more times. Chin to the sky. You can push that chest out if it's for you. If you feel like it's bringing up a bit more anxiety, don't. Drop those shoulders. Bring the chin back if you like to. And slowly exhale. Bring the chin to the chest. As we get to the chest, and your chest is on your lap, just kind of surrender. So the chair's got you. But having the top part of your body just dangling, just like you're standing up dangling, just surrender. Surrender the neck. Let the neck just do what it needs to do using the natural weight of the head. That will create the stretch. You'll feel maybe after a little bit, your body will start to loosen. The shoulders will let go. That's the nervous system slowly going, giving you a green light to let go. If you find this a little bit compressing on your diaphragm, open your legs up. Okay, it's not very ladylike, and just go down. So then there's nothing compressing your belly. And just surrender. It can be a weird sensation. The top part of your body is just dangling like a rag doll. The bottom part of your body might be slightly engaged. I've got my tippy toes because I can't touch the ground. And having the body half surrendering and the other half being engaged and being supported by the chair can be an unusual sensation. Just go with it. If you can touch the ground, you might want to have your hands on the ground or have your blocks. Now, whenever to make something more accessible, you create height. So you bring the floor up to you. So if you're at home, you can just use baked beans or chum soup or dog food, whatever you got.
Beans, musical fruit.
You've got different heights on the blocks as well. So use whatever height you need and just slightly stretch out. Listen to the body. If your legs are open, this will create a little bit of stretch in the groin to your hip flexors, so keep that in mind. And it doesn't have to be your maximum. You might go all the way out here and you can do that, but that may not be what your body is wanting today. So don't listen to the ego, okay? Listen to the body. So peel it back, okay? And just see how that feels. Chin to chest if you would like to, and slowly bring the chin up to the sky. Notice any muscles that are trying to be involved in the stretch, they do not need to be. Your fingertips nice and soft. You can have the blocks wherever you like. Shoulders should not be involved. The chair has your weight. So let go of any muscles, maybe your bottom muscles, maybe your thighs are holding on to the chair. As you get more comfortable and you start to trust the equipment, you'll notice that your body will start to let go a lot quicker. But that comes with time. As we're moving the chin to the chest and the chin to the sky, notice any sensations, any stretching, any tightness that may appear. As you bring your chin to the sky, notice how your breath may change. Take a deep breath in whenever you need to. Yawning, I love yawning, that's your body regulating. If you would like to, come back to neutral, check in on those arms, those shoulders again, and then slowly turn your neck to one side, to one shoulder. Feel any tightness, any stiffness that may appear. Breathe into it if you need to.
Not breathing into that.
It's that new air.
Oh, did someone let Fluffy off the chain?
Yeah, it's because I have this sleep apnea.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not judging. That's why we have
You've got
dogs.
air bubbles in the system.
Yeah, there you go.
We're all scared we're going to do that.
Yes, exactly. And once one person does it, it kind of lets everyone else allowed to just let rip. Literally. Other side.
So like,
It doesn't smell crack, I've had
And do you know what? Anything that stimulates the vagus nerve, so laughter is very good. Singing in the shower or singing is very good, so that's why people chant, because the vibrations activate the vagus nerve. So please, any laughter, chin to the sky, dropping those shoulders. You may want to purposely, if you would like to, drop those shoulders a little bit more and bring that chin up that little bit more and see and feel the stretch. Now you may feel that you want to hold your breath. Don't. Push through, continue to breathe. If it's too much, peel it back. You may want to go in and out, put your foot on the gas, take your foot off the gas, so to speak. Bring the chin slowly to the chest. Slowly back to neutral. And then you can turn your chin to one side. Keep the breath happening, peel back the arms closer to your body if it's getting too much. Remember, check in constantly on those muscles. They like to jump in when they're not needed. Slowly bring the arms out one more time. Stretch if you like to. Bring the head down if that feels comfortable to the chest. If that feels too claustrophobic, just let your chin up so you can breathe. Your arms are out straight. If you want a bit more, wrist touching the blocks and your hand in the stop sign. Drop those shoulders though, and you'll feel the stretch increase. Remember, use your breath if you need to. If you want a bit more, bring your chin to the sky. Slowly bring it in. One hand on the block, one hand on the knee. First step, see how that feels. If that's okay, you might want to go to your hand on your hip. Bring the block in and out as much as you want. If that's okay, your hand on the back of the chair. Again, the hand grip on the back of the chair, nice and soft, shoulders are still nice and soft, the breath is still nice and soft. If it's too much, peel it back. Chin can go over the shoulder. And keep breathing. Nice soft breaths, peel it back if you need to. If it's for you, you may want to extend the arm up and your eyes can follow. Nice soft arms. Nothing is involved. Doesn't need to be strength in the arms. And then you can slowly bring the arms back to the block at the front. Set yourself up to the other side. Again, each side will be different. We may have injuries. We do dominate one side other than the other. So set it up, knee, hip. And each time we come to the mat, it will be different. Back of the chair. Look over the shoulder if you like a little bit more. If that's too hard, being down, add height. Put your hand, your block can be your knee. So add the floor, make the floor a little bit higher if you need to. And have a bit more of a stretch. Your range of movement will be a lot wider. If it's for you, you may want to put your arm up. Eyes can follow, soft arms, and then slowly down. One more on each side. At your own pace. Remember to breathe. If you would like to, with the arms, if you would like a little bit more, your arm, if you're able to, remember, body, not ego. You can open your legs whenever you want to, okay? You're not restricted, you're not sitting at school that it has to be like this. Do what makes you feel comfortable, okay? So, open it up. And if you want to, you can open your arm to be a little bit further back if it's for you. If you would like a little bit more, bend that wrist, like we're in the stop sign, drop that shoulder. Keep the breath happening. Stay as long or as little as you like, and then bring the circle slowly over. So the reason why we do things slowly, it's harder physically. The nervous system likes when we go slow. As soon as you rush, it switches into fight and flight. Also, it gives enough time for the brain and the body to communicate. If you've got a shoulder issue, for an example, or back issue, or you've gone the wrong way, if you're going to whip it around quickly, you're going to hurt yourself. You're not going to give the time for the body and the brain to communicate and say, whoa, 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 stop, come out. Okay, so we do things slowly for those reasons. So set yourself up for the other side, open up the legs as wide as you like. Twist,
Twist.
breathe, arm up to wherever you like. It can be back, you can have the wrist, flex back if you like. Nice soft breath, nice soft fingers, toes, everything's released. If it's not, peel back the pose. And then come over slowly. Keep the breath happening. I did say one more, last one, but we'll do one more.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to, the chair. I break the chair down into 3 positions when you're sitting on it. Position all the way back will give you the most support, okay? Full back support, full support here, but your range of movement will be limited. So if you're not trusting the equipment or you're not feeling that secure, go all the way back. But just remember your range of movement will be limited, and that's okay. In the middle, if you want to park your body in the middle, half security, I say, as support. You still, the chair's not going to break or flip, but it's up here. But half range of movement. If you feel comfortable in the chair, sit all the way back. It's not going to flip. These are up to 150 kilos plus. I made sure before I booked the class. But your range of movement will be greater. So listen to your nervous system, because some days you'll feel a bit more sensitive and you'll be like, no, all the way back here. That's okay. Just don't expect to be able to go as far as you would normally, okay? So choose your range of movement. I'll use position on the seat. We have little handles here as well. If you would like a little bit deeper and you feel comfortable in the chair, you might want to go towards the end of the chair. Your range of movement will be greater. You choose what feels good for you today. And I did say this, we won't be doing this anymore, but I lied. So stretch forward, stretch those arms. And if you would like that little bit more, the wrist onto the blocks, and you can lift it up. Drop those shoulders. Chin to the sky, one more time. Now when you breathe out loud, who cares what it sounds like? It actually feels bloody good, okay? So breathe in the good shit, breathe out the bad shit. That's what I normally say.
No.
And slowly bring it in. You can stand up, you can wiggle, you can rotate those arms if you would like. I've just got to remember my ankle is a little bit tender today. And we're just going to start to warm up that back a little bit more.
All right.
So we did this a little bit yesterday, not much, because it was kind of a condensed class yesterday. We did more restorative or chilled out stuff.
It was terrible.
You know you can check out whenever you need to though.
Yeah.
You just stop, drop and do whatever you want. If you need to go outside for fresh air, just do that. I don't care. I do care as long as you're okay and as long as you're breathing. Don't go out there and have a heart attack, please. Give me a thumbs up so I know you're okay. And I honestly mean that from past experience. Not as a yoga, as a medic, okay? So come, the closer you are to a chair, I say the more accessible it is. That's the easier it is, okay? The further away, the more challenging it will be. So you can start close, because every time we're here, we're different, depending on how we slept, etc. Or you can do what I do, because I'm lazy. I just get myself into position and I just push it out, okay? And then I just bring it back in, depending on how I feel. So slowly find your spot. Now, soft knees to start off with. Engage that core. The only reason why we're engaging that core, we're not wanting a six-pack, we're supporting the lower back. Unless you've got a six-pack, unfortunately, yes, some of us have a little bit more than six-pack.
Yeah.
You're having all that weight on your back and on your spine, okay? So think of, there was this Weight Watchers ad back in the 90s, and she was playing tennis and she had bags of oranges over her shoulders. That's what I always think. Think of bags of oranges just hanging on your spine. That's a lot of weight. So engage that core purely for the spine, not just because we're doing Pilates. And if you can, please engage your pelvic floor, okay? Because the future self will be very grateful for it, okay? Engage, but don't hold the breath. Arms nice and comfy, and just start to bend forward. Work out where you are today, using the chair, bending that knees so that they're nice and soft. And when you start to get used to, yeah, this is where I am today, you might want to add a little bit of movement, so bending the knees. Don't hold the breath. If you're holding the breath, bring the chair a lot closer. Bring the chair in before you let go of your core, okay? Have a break whenever you need to. Let that gut out. Breathe out. Come back in, back down, okay? Don't push on, that's the ego. Add height for your body, as in your face, if you want to make it more accessible. Or you can chill out and just rest, okay? Same outcome. We're just warming up those ankles and those knees. You may hear some clicking. The joints are getting lubricated. If you want to, and your mind's going a little bit funny, you can try and challenge yourself and do a lazy 8 with your hips. That will then make your brain concentrate on what you're doing. You'll engage your pelvic floor more likely because you'll probably be too scared to let anything go, and your core will be engaged, but do not hold your breath. Breathe out loud so you know you are breathing. So I know you are breathing. Come in and out whenever you need to. Come up, rest, reset, let it out. And then go back in whenever you need to. Do not keep pushing yourself. There's no need. If you want to, if you're going, I want a little bit more now, you might want to have your legs straight. You may want to push it out a little bit further. Lower the top part of your body. Gaze that core still. And this will increase the stretch. You might want to go a little bit further out. Increase that stretch even more. Engage that core, the arms, the shoulders, nice and soft. If you have shoulder issues, do not overextend. Have nice soft arms, okay? The chair also has 2 heights. We start on the highest position, and then once we're warmed up and we feel like this is where we would like to go, you can whip it around to the lower position. Like anything though, nothing's perfect. Sometimes that can be too easy, and then that can be too challenging. So then we can have our blocks, our baked beans, whatever, and you can make it the spot in between if you need to, okay? So that might be the perfect height, that might be too low, okay? You play around with it. Don't jump down to here because everyone else is when you aren't needing to. Stay up here. Be different. Don't listen to the ego, listen to the body. So when we go a little bit lower, we're going a little bit closer to the floor. So therefore it's a little bit more challenging. Same concept. Engage that pelvic floor, engage that core. And just start off again with the feet bending. You might want to do the 8 to keep the monkey mind busy. If the monkey mind is still going a little bit crazy, add another pose. So the more poses we add at the one time, it will keep the brain busy so that it doesn't do silly things. Bring your chin to the sky. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. So that's why I like loud breaths. Chin to the chest. Fingers are nice and soft. Arms are nice and soft. So challenge yourself if the brain needs it. If not, pull it back. Come in and out whenever you like. Straight, bend. If you would like a little bit more, I do things in layers. So add another layer, add another layer, add another layer. Peel back the layers when need to though, please. Don't just keep adding them because I'm saying so and other people are doing it. It's your practice. Everyone is seriously thinking about themselves. You can keep your legs straight. You can go a little bit further forward and you can drop your pelvis down. Chin to the sky. Nice soft arms. Again, add height and do the same thing. Come in and out. Have a break after each set if you need to. Okay, bring it closer to make it more accessible. Now this is a bit of equipment. Like anything, you need to trust it. If you're new to class, you've got to trust me. You've got to trust the environment, you've got to trust the people, and you've got to trust the equipment. Putting your whole body on a piece of equipment, hoping that it's not going to fall when you've had maybe falls in the past, it takes a while to learn to trust it. So if that is the case, don't go deep, shallow. Go a little bit lighter, maybe reserve some of the weight off, okay, until you start to trust. That takes time. How many times have we gone down a set of stairs and we hold onto that rail because we've tripped before? Our ankles have given way, our knees have given way, our hips have given way. So trust. Don't push through when you're not ready. The nervous system will get pissed. Okay, that's you listening to your ego. So it might be a little bit on the easier side for a while, but that is what it is. Okay? Until you start to trust. Because if you forget the nervous system and you listen to the musculoskeletal system, you're going to leave unregulated and you're going to wonder, no heart attack, and you're going to wonder why you're still like this afterwards, okay? So
I'll give you that for that.
you give him mouth to mouth, good on you. So play around with it. You may want to go on your tippy toes and bring your chin up. Don't hold the breath. This is where loud breaths come in. So you know you're breathing. I know you're breathing. Tippy toes, I should be doing it with my ankle. Tippy toes, make it a little bit more challenging, and then you can focus on your feet as well. Ankles, toes. I only do it on this foot because the other ankle's a bit tender. You can choose one leg, but what you do to one leg, do to the other, but I'm going to be a hypocrite today and not do it on my other ankle. Toes. Now, this adds balance. When it's challenging, the brain has to focus. The brain can't take you away to the grocery store and the chores that you got to do after yoga. It's got to be in the here, in the now. So give the brain a job to do, or maybe give it 2 or 3 jobs to do. Tippy toes, you can have your leg as high or as low as you like, okay? It does not matter. You can open that leg like a boy dog as much as you like or as little as you like. You can go down as low as you like. Keep the breath happening. Loud breaths. Bring your chin up if you need to. Come in and out whenever you need to. This is where the loud breaths come in, because then you know you're breathing. Because otherwise, you don't know if you're breathing, because we're used to so many times holding our breath as part of anxiety. We clench our body as part of anxiety, and we're just used to it. I like to know I can hear people breathing. Don't peel it back if you need to. The leg doesn't have to be up high. It can just be maybe a little bit off the floor. It still provides that balance, okay? You don't have to have your leg all the way up and be fancy. This is not Lorna Jane yoga. I'm going to try and do it on my other leg. Okay, so I'm going to bring it in for my other foot, okay? A little bit of height, and I've brought my chair all the way in, adding a little bit of knee bend to take the weight off my ankle. Same outcome. If you want to, you can bring the knee or the leg up, squeeze that bottom and release a little bit. It is a bit Pilates-like, but it's keeping the brain busy. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can change the height of the chair. Now we can do this on the floor. However, when we add the chair holds our body weight and we're able to get into poses a lot deeper than we are on the mat. So people think of the chair as an easy way. That's for old people. I call BS on that. You try and do it on the mat, yes, you might be able to do it, but chances are you're not doing it properly. You're not going as deep, and you're probably holding your breath and your shoulders are up near your ears. I'm going to try and attempt it with my dodgy ankle. So if you want to do it on the floor, I've got bad wrists from doing poor technique over years, so I've got to use my fist. Drop the shoulders, drop everything, right? This is basically what we're doing. Yep. Now the toes, you can have it on your tippy toes if you want, or you can have it so your knees all the way down touching the ground. Keep the breath happening. Now, you don't have to, I'm just showing you. You can continue with the chair, I'm just showing you that it's all the exact same outcome. Doing it on the chair, doing it on this is exactly the same, okay? See how my ankle's going? You can go up, flat feet.
That's what I looked like last night, minus the legs.
And then you can open up your leg like this, like a dog, okay? Same thing. Now, depending on where you're at,
What the hell?
but that is the same outcome as doing it on the chair.
You could do that, Jess.
So why do it there if you've got injuries when you can do it here, more control, positive outcome. The nervous system doesn't give a shit about the mat or the chair, it doesn't know the difference. It just knows if it's safe or not safe, and it's all about positive experiences. If you don't listen to the nervous system and you push because you're listening to the ego, because you want to keep up with the person next to you who probably won't even remember your name by the end of the class, your nervous system is going to be upset. It's not a positive outcome.
My name's Jess.
If you want to do that and challenge yourself, please do, but know when you're ready and listen to the body and peel it back. I'm not saying this is what I do at home, but the chair is not as bad as people think it is. Same outcome. That's the ego that says old people, young people. Lorna Jane yoga, we don't do that, okay? There you go, good on you. And you're doing it with your wrists, fists, which is great, more support for the wrists.
Yeah.
Having your weight, now say an average person's 80 kilos, 80 kilos on your wrist is bloody a lot, okay?
Above average.
If you're going to, think of Oscar was 80 kilos, he was bloody heavy.
Pretty good.
So if you're going to have it on your hands, please spread your fingers out so we can distribute the weight, and have the palm on the hand down flat so you can distribute the weight. If not, if you can, please do fists because it's more support for the wrists. It is harder, but I'd rather you not have pain like I do, because I was taught when I first started yoga, I was 50 kilos heavier, I kid you figure not, I really was, in the Navy, doing yoga because I was pissed off with the world, and I got taught, when we need a rest, this is your rest position. This is not a fucking rest position, okay? If you're 100 kilos plus, you can't do this. You've got sweat dripping off you, you're shaking like no one's business. This ain't a rest position. A rest position is you probably walking out, sitting on the floor like this, or laying down. That is a rest position, okay? That ain't. So please listen to the body and peel it back. All right, before we get onto the floor, because I know some of us, once we're on the floor, we won't get off the floor.
That's right.
I'm already down.
You can stay on the floor then. Look, I am very impressed.
Wow.
Your back would not have been able to do that.
So
Beginning of the year, you would not have been able to do that. That's fantastic. Now, Damien, got you another chair there for balance.
Yes.
If anyone would like another chair purely to have as balance, because it's about here, the nervous system, all right? If you feel safe holding on to something either side,
Oh, yeah.
the nervous system will be happy.
Yeah, that's it.
But I hope your pelvic floor's engaged.
Yes.
I remember.
Okay, well,
Oh, man.
so you can have your foot flat onto the chair and just start to rock and roll. Again, the closer you are to your chair, the more accessible it is, the further away, the more challenging it is, okay? So we're just going to start moving backwards and forward. If you would like some more support, please let me know. We've got chairs.
Yeah.
You can have it either side so you've got that extra support. Listen to the body and slowly bend forwards and back. Shoulders, arms, everything is dropped, everything is soft. Now, if you have hip issues, particularly lower back, knees, please listen to the body more so, okay? We know one slight move, it could be 1 centimetre, and you know all about it, so do it slowly, okay?
Okay.
If you would like to, you can slowly, you can hold onto the back of the chair for support if you like, if you haven't got your extra chair there. Slowly, be curious to see what it's like. You don't have to go as wide as me, and just bend the knee open and your pelvis is leading towards the back of the chair. Straight spine, engage that core for extra support of the lower back. The slower we go, the physically more challenging it is. That's feeding your ego, so you're happy. Nervous system loves it, and it gives your body time to tell you if it's right or wrong. You can stay here, soft arms, and just breathe. You can add the chin to the sky, all the way back. Drop those shoulders. If you need to keep moving, because sometimes people stopping is hard, you need to keep the flow happening, do so, but just do so very slowly, in and out. Your toes can be on tippy toes, okay? If you would like to add a bit of balance, because balance is so important. If you don't use something, you bloody lose it. Just because I'm 38 on my birth certificate doesn't mean that I don't have a falling issue. Last night I fell over and they broke my ankle. We are getting older, the younger that we are. Medications, the stress, we're getting diabetes, the medications we're on, it's making us older quicker. Falls are a part of our lives. 30-year-olds are falling over. You fall, you break your hip, you will know all about it. Unfortunately, as you get older, into the golden years, you're a female, you break your hip, you've got a 1 in 3 chance of dying. Okay, that is reality. We used to go into the ambos, you'll pick up someone, femur, obviously broke the neck of femur, the leg is up here, broken, and they're all laughing on the gas, and you think, oh love, you're going to be in a nursing home, if not, you know. 33% chance of dying, that's just the stats, okay? Practice balance wherever you can. So if you would like to challenge yourself, if you are ready, just have your arms out, have your arms on your hips, have your arms in the sky. Whichever feels good for you, and do it slowly. Keep the breath happening, have soft arms. This is me indicating soft arms, by the way, like a flying nun. And just slowly feel into it. If you would like to, you can have your chin to the sky, all the way back if you like.
Okay.
Keep the breath happening, loud breath, so I know you're breathing. Slowly come up. Chin to the chest if you want to, and you can bend the arms back slowly. You can straighten this leg out if you would like. Have the toes pointing towards you if you want an extra layer. You'll feel the stretch. Keep the breath happening. If your arms are tensing up, if your breath is struggling, peel it back. Maybe knock the arms off, okay? Maybe cut the chin and chest out. Listen to the body. Your chin doesn't have to go all the way back. You might just go back a little bit, okay? You may want to have your hands on your hips instead. Legs straight, toes towards you if you would like a little bit more. Again, another layer. You may want to go down. If you don't want to touch your body because you feel uncomfortable, that's perfectly fine. But the more contact you have, the more it registers in the brain of the body sensations. When we experience trauma, we go numb. Okay, so some people go, that's nice, I can't feel it. The more we bring awareness to the stretching, the touching, that helps with the neuroplasticity. So you choose what you want to do. You can make it into a flow like I have, or you can just cut and paste what you like, what feels good, or you could do what some of the guys have done and just check out, lay on the ground, and I love that. The other side, what we do to one side, we've got to do to the other. Jazz, what time is it, mate?
10:37.
Sorry?
10:37.
Okay, sweet. So on the other side, remember, each side is different. So they're sisters, not twins. You might have, like me, my right hip is a lot worse than my left hip. Warm it up. Play around with the angle first. Check in on the breath, the muscles. You can add the chin to the sky if you like. Slow it down as much as you like. And by the way, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You do what your body feels like it needs to do. So if you feel like, no, I want to do something completely different, then do that, okay? If you would like to add, whilst we're on the side, the legs straight, engage that core, engage that pelvic floor, soft arms, and you want to bring it down, you can. You don't have to touch the ground, and slowly come up. So you can incorporate that into your little flow. I am just an ideas person. You choose what you like, or you can follow me. What you do to one side, you've got to do to the other, so I feel like I have to do it to this side now. I love nothing more than to look out and see people do something completely different, because that means that you're listening to your body and you've got the confidence to go and do what your body actually needs, okay? I'm just giving you ideas. So you can do this if you like as well. You can bend the knee as much or as little as you like. And come down. Engage that core though, so we're supporting that lower back. So you can incorporate this into a nice flow with the back of the chair. Go slow. Now if you find a good stretch, I call it the Goldilocks spot, like right here. Stop. Pause, keep the breath happening, breathe into it, and you might go, oh, that's a really good stretch. So just stay there. Hold on to whatever you need to. Feels good, then it is good. Your feet, if your foot wants to go like this then, do that.
Chair's sliding.
Oh, is it? You're putting too much weight onto it, are you? That's fine, by the way. Yep, no, that's fine, it's fine. You might just want to need to go a bit closer. Foot. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. No, what I'm saying, wait, you're pushing it?
Pushing it, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe have this leg closer.
Yeah.
Because it's just there to support it. Bend this knee, have your blocks, okay? Bring the ground closer to you. That makes it more accessible. Bring the ground closer to you. Come out. You can challenge yourself by coming out, okay? Same outcome if we're doing it on the ground. Slowly bring it in. Pause, come back up. Bend the knee if you need to. And there's so many different things that you can do, okay? If you want a little bit more, this is more of a layer, so please don't feel like you have to, guys. you may want to add the arm and come over and look at your armpit. Okay? Soft arms, keep the breath happening. Otherwise it's too much. Hold on to the back of the chair and come over. Look at the armpit. So with all those little movements, make up your own flow. I try to keep the class very much the same. We start, we end the same. In between, but I'm also trying to add a little bit of, when I say free play, giving you guys some moves and then for you to explore and make up your own flow. Not too much because I know it can be overwhelming, but this is when you kind of go, okay, I can experiment a little bit on how I feel doing this, doing that. What was the other pose that Karney was talking about? This. At the end of the day, this is why I don't name poses. I can't remember them, that's the honest truth. But if we say this pose is called whatever, straight away it tells you there's a right and wrong way of doing that pose. How I do a pose with my injuries and how someone else does a pose with their anatomy is completely different. There's no right or wrong. You listen to your body, the body will tell you if it's right. That's why we've got to get out of the head, the ego, and into the body. Because the body will say, hey, 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 this is getting a bit hard, pull back, pull back, pull back. If you don't, it's up here talking, okay? If you go, I actually really like this pose, to say for an example, you found a pose, you think, oh, that feels really good. I don't know what the hell to call this pose because it doesn't matter, but it feels really good, then just do it. Hold it, make sure that you're still breathing, make sure that it's nice and soft arms, and just hang out in it for as long or as little as you like. The body will tell you when it's had enough. Add the arms, you think, oh, no, don't like that, then don't do it. Okay? But what we do to one side, we've got to do to the other. It's like kids, we can't have favourites. Otherwise, we'll be walking around lopsided. That's the only thing. But if you have an injury, like I do right today, just peel it back and don't go as hard, okay? After this, we're going to lay down and go into a bit of a restorative. Hey Jazz, can you be my clock, please?
Okay.
What time is it now? Sorry?
Almost 1:45.
Okay, sweet. So if there's any other poses or stretches that you would like to do before we start doing the chill outs part of the class, let me know. If there's a part of the body that needs to be done and stretched, let me know. And I'll come up with one. But also too, I need to say, when it comes to the chill out part of the class, if this has been a physically tiring, you'll probably lay down and go, oh, this feels amazing. Because your muscles are tired. They're not going to fight you, and the brain will probably be tired because you've been giving it jobs. If you have something like I do, ADHD, or you just got lots of energy, when it comes to the chill out part, and I'm saying stay still, and your body's like, no, oh no, I need to keep moving, don't stay still, keep moving, okay? Because if you go against the nervous system, it's going to be angry, it's going to be agitated. So you can still have the same outcome and chill out and add movement and make your nervous system happy. So just because one person is snoring and you feel like you want to run a marathon, do that. Hence why you can have your legs up in the air, move it around. You can probably, I can teach you one or two Pilates moves, so you're actually engaging parts of your body so your brain's keeping busy, or you can go on the wall. It will still have that calming effect of the nervous system, but the nervous system won't be agitated, okay? If I was to tell, say, a tier 1 operator or a buffer to say, stay still and breathe and don't move, he's going to tell me to go jump because he has to keep moving. That's just the way that they're programmed. So tell them to lay down, put their legs up in the air and move their legs constantly, and they'll be happy, and their nervous system will be happy as well. So don't think that you have to be a calm, steady monk to be relaxing. No. Meditation, that's why I was trying not to use the word meditation, but chilling out, there's so many different ways to do it. I love moving meditation, so go and wash your car, go for a walk. You're still zoning out, okay? And that's still meditative. So for the relaxation part of the class, you can choose, okay? I'll show you some examples. You can choose to have what, oh, no one's doing this one actually. Boys generally like this one. So you're sort of in a semi-phallus position, so you've got your blocks. Now, depending on your height, how long your torso is, depends on how you set up your blocks.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. So as long as the back one is taller than the front one, so if you're tall, you might want to be it like that. If you're a shorty like me, you're probably more like that. Okay? And then you get the hard bolster. And you rest it. Now, the secret with the nervous system is the more comfortable you are, the more happy it's going to be. You do not need to have to be uncomfortable to get more out of a pose. That's BS again. So this is one way, okay, that you can chill out. So you can have your bottom here. Unless your torso is perfectly this length, then it might be the perfect length not to have the soft bolster. And you might just want to chill out like this. Legs can be bent, soles of the feet can be together, legs can be straight. Now the secret to restorative and really being comfortable, if there is a spot that you can shove a pillow, shove a pillow. That's why I love doing yoga in bed. The mattress is comfortable, it's accessible, it's cozy, and you have access to heaps of pillows. So if you would like a little bit of a stronger practice when you're relaxing because your nervous system is wanting a little bit more, maybe don't add pillows under your arms so you have that drop so it is stretchy. If you would like to have a little bit more for your hips, maybe put the soles of the feet together, let your knees open up. However, if you would like to have support, let me know. I will come around, and here's why we've got these cushions. And an example is, as you're laying down, you can have cushions under your arms so you're nice and comfy. You can have the blocks underneath. I'll get you some more blocks. You can have blocks underneath your legs to support your legs so they're not flopping open. The biggest one is also having something on your belly for your nervous system. Having something on your belly that you've got your arms wrapped around, it will make you feel a lot more safer and comfortable. You do not have to close your eyes. We also have weighted eye masks, but they're not centered, okay? The reason why we don't do music, the reason why we don't have incense, the reason why we don't chant and have music bowls and all that kind of stuff is because it can trigger people, okay? There's no sense. Most of the time when people have these, they've got lavender. Smells are huge on triggering. I don't know what to trigger you to what can trigger me, so we just don't have smells. Sometimes having a little bit of weight on the eyes is enough to help relax those muscles around your eyes. Personally, I don't like them, so I don't use them, but I know a lot of people do. So let me know, put your hand up if you want some more pillows. I will go and get some more pillows if you would like one on your tummy, unless you've got a dog that can lay on your belly. How you going, Damien? You're good?
Yeah, all good.
Did you want anything under your arms?
I've got one on the arms. I'll do this one on the arms.
Yeah, hang on. Let me move that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not even.
No,
So why don't we make it even?
that sounds good.
Okay.
Maybe a heavy one for me.
For your tummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so under there,
Yeah.
put your arm on. Is that what you've got there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's even.
That's even.
I just need one for my tummy and I'm good.
Alright, you have this one for your belly.
Thank you.
There you go. How's
Thanks.
everyone else? Cool? Cool? Deb, you're cool?
Yeah.
Doc, you look like you're about to set sail. Hang on, lift. Yeah, you're not looking stable, so lift up. You've just gone a bit out of shape.
Bit
Hang on.
out of kilt.
Yeah. Yeah. You normally have a high stand, don't you?
I know. It's wobbly.
It is a bit wobbly.
Got a wobbly posture.
Okay, see how that feels? Lay back. Do you need a soft bolster under your bottom?
No, that's good.
So sometimes
Yeah, that's it.
that's better. So you just have to have your little one on a bit of an angle
Oh,
to
yeah.
support you because you're so tall. Okay, thank you. So as we lay down into whatever position you choose, if you can't think of a position to calm yourself, think of your mother's womb. And I always say this, I repeat myself over and over again because our memories are really bad. So when you're in your mother's womb, you're in the fetal position. Hence why people, when they have a nervous breakdown, they're in the fetal position. The body remembers. When you were in your mother's womb, it was the safest you ever were. Once you were born into this world, the environment around you can't control. So if you mimic the mother's womb, the fetal position, the loud breathing, that's your mum's lungs. The tapping is your mother's heart. The rocking is you swishing around in your mother's womb. This is things that we can do to calm and regulate the nervous system. If you're in pain, and I say this all the time, if you're a female, you'll know exactly what I mean. You're in the fetal position, naturally, and you're constantly rocking. You've got your eyes closed because you're concentrating on your breath. And you naturally do that when you're in pain, especially when you're in labour. So mimic the mother's womb. Go back to the breath. You're not listening to your ego when you're in pain, are you? You're listening to your bloody body. So when it comes to the nervous system, go back to what the body knows best. The body never forgets. We may put things in our subconscious brain, and the conscious brain may think and choose what it wants to remember, but the body does not forget. But the body cannot think. So it doesn't know if you're doing a yoga pose that's deep. It doesn't know if it's in Woolies and the child has started screaming. Or it doesn't know if it's in a war zone. All it knows is the signs and symptoms of the body. Elevated heart rate, short breath, tightness in the body, boom, red light goes on, because its only job is to keep us alive. So when we find our nervous system like that, we start to tap, scrunch our feet, stress ball, concentrate on the breath, activate that vagus nerve, cold water on the face to activate that vagus nerve. We start to rock. That's telling our nervous system that we're okay, and it will start to slowly calm down. However, if the environment around you is triggering you, remove yourself. This is why Dr. Bessel Bendicott has created the style of yoga that I'm teaching, is to give yourself agency, the right to choose what yoga pose you would like to do and what you need to do. You don't have to have my permission, you do what you want. You want to leave? Leave. You want to lay down and retire for the class and put your legs up on the wall? You do that. So what we do here, we do outside. So if you are in a shopping centre and it gets too much, leave the trolley, walk out. You do not need to get permission, leave it there. If you can't regulate yourself while pushing the trolley around the shopping centre, who cares? Leave it, walk away. The biggest thing I find is when us women are around other women. We're talking, we're having coffee, and then all of a sudden you may start to feel a bit funny. It could be that the conversation has changed topics. It might be starting to gossip. And that's not you. You don't want to gossip. Hey ladies, gotta go now, goodbye, get up and leave. You do not need to justify yourself. And that is what we find most difficult, is being able to give ourselves permission to leave an environment without having to justify it. Doesn't feel good? Leave. Not your problem to worry about what they are thinking. This is what we practice in this class. You don't want to do a pose? Then don't do it. If you do it and you don't feel good, that's the ego. So as we're laying into our whatever position we have chosen, start to notice where your breath is at. Maybe compare it to the start of the class. How has it changed? Or has it changed? Is it slower? Is it deeper? When we are scanning our bodies, there is no right or wrong. We are observing, we're not absorbing. So don't get cranky with our bodies if we notice that we're not breathing the way that you want to breathe, as long as you're breathing. I invite you to maybe do a head to toe scan, just to see where your body is at. As you do your scan, you may come across parts of the body where you're holding tension. Again, don't get angry, just release. keep going. I like to do the body scan at least 2 or 3 times. So when I go back, I may notice that my shoulders are back to where they were. Be careful of what you say in your head, self-talk. Maybe make it into a little bit of a joke. Release those shoulders and move on. If you notice the 3rd time they're back again, maybe that is your nervous system letting you know something. Something is worrying your body. So just keep that in mind for the rest of the day and check in on those shoulders. Because if we don't, come 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we're like this, we're stressed, our neck is sore, and we wonder why, because we haven't checked in. So I invite you now to slowly start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers as a courtesy to the body, to let the body know that we're going to slowly come out of whatever position that we're in. Now, I say this all the time, break down whatever pose you're in step by step. After each movement, pause. 20 Mississippis, count them out if you need to. Force yourself to slow down. Your nervous system, your breath may have regulated, but it has slowed down. You may have started to seize a little bit, get a bit stiff. So whipping out of any position, you may hurt yourself. But also when you rush, the nervous system will start to go into fight or flight again. There's no need to rush. If you're on your back, the most important is to roll to your side for at least 20 Mississippis, please. And as you lay on your side, when you come up, don't rush to get all the way up, break it down. Come up halfway and stop. We are forcing ourselves to slow down. We come all the way up too quickly, we're going to probably vasovagal or get lightheaded. But also too, if you whip up so quickly, oh crap, my back, my hips, crap. Do it slowly, stop halfway. And then check in on the body. Oh, okay, the back, yeah, all right, well shit, I might have to do this. I might have to, Karney, can you get me a chair? I might need a chair to get up now. Slow it and break it down. And when you're finished and you're out of position, let me know how you go.